what it's like being a hamburger?
Nice, I guess. Not really a long lifespan.
If you're a hamburger, are you fat? Because it's got lots of fat in it, but pretty skinny.
Sorry, what?
You know a hamburger.
I'm
Right.
familiar with hamburgers, yes.
It's got a lot of fat in them, right? And it makes people fat if you eat too many hamburgers.
Yeah.
But if you're a hamburger, are you fat or are you skinny? Because patties are like skinny, but they make people fat.
What the fuck goes through your head?
Hamburgers are this.
Yeah, I should have seen that one coming, to be fair.
Become hamburgers.
Yeah. What else is new with hamburgers?
Why are they called hamburgers?
Well, because they're made out of ham and...
Ham's a pig and cow's a beef. Wait, beef's a cow.
Cows are beef. Well, yeah, technically cows are beef, yeah.
Not a ham. It's like a beef burger. But... What? Spanish, that's Spanish why burgers are called hamburgers.
Banish isn't on.
Ask if there's any Americans on. Mr. Mine is American. Is he on?
No.
Who's on?
Doyo, Meow, and us two.
Ask Doy, is he out?
I just put any Americans online and I'm pending results.
Ask him individually.
I'm not asking them individually.
Ask if there's any Trumponians on.
I'm not asking if there's any Trumponians on.
I don't know why they're called a hamburger.
Well, a Trump fan won't know. Well, they might do, but it's besides the point, really.
Do fish drink? If they do, why is it like not like scurvy? Do you reckon all fish have scurvy?
Oh, I couldn't tell you if they could. Why is that the first thing which pops into your head? Fish may have scurvy.
Is that why lemon goes with fish really well?
You're asking the wrong person, to be fair.
I like a new perspective.
Because you're looking at life from a new perspective because fish may have scurvy. Right, okay.
Why is scampi called scampi? Scampi sounds really disgusting. It is disgusting. It also sounds... Hey, ask him. Do you think mine looks like wiener? Ask him why I'm there before.
I am doing.
So if he says to me out of ham, tell me I'll ban him. Tell him that. Tell me. Eats his child? Just imagine a dog burger. But like not just like dog meat, like an entire dog in a burger. It takes 2 novelty sized bread buns.
Okay, now you've got Dior on the subject of that hamburgers don't have ham.
That's Dior. Fish have scabby or drink. Best ultimate fish drink.
That's not how you spell it.
And explain why, because I might think I'm stupid.
Ryan, we all think you're stupid.
We live in the ocean, which is salt water. Tell them that. Ah, well, it's too far away.
So you're saying because they drink a lot of it. Do they eat their oranges?
What's he on about?
I don't know. He's less work than you.
Ask him what they're on about. Ask him if he's high.
You have a computer you're on right now.
No, but it's like... Try and take my toes. You... No, that's a bit. What? Oh no, what have I done? I'm pressing buttons on my phone. Oops.
Stay at work, bros. Cleopatra. You chat. Right, no one even knows what you're chatting.
You know what's really weird? This shows how much time is a construct. It's like two people born at the same time in America, but they can be days apart because of the time zone.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that one.
It shows that time's a construct. Does that mean that?
Well, you work yourself.
Construct. Does that mean that death is too of growing at old age, because you can't in theory die of old age because if time's a construct and man-made, therefore it doesn't exist.
So what are you saying with that one? You can still die from old age.
No, because time's a construct and therefore doesn't exist. So old age doesn't exist because age isn't a thing.
Yes, but a body still has a lifespan.
But what is life without time?
It doesn't matter. It has an expiration.
No,
it has an
expiration date. Date is time.
Yes, but plants died before people came up with time.
Exactly. So why do we call it dying of old age if
because you're
always
fucking
around?
Because you're old.
How are you old if time's a thing?
Because
time's not a thing, sorry.
We created time. It's a bit like how can you be drunk when we invented being drunk?
We didn't invent being drunk. We invented the thing that allows us biologically to get drunk. We didn't invent getting drunk. That's a biological flaw in our system, or something that dehydrates us in our brains.
And so is dying of old age.
Dying of old age isn't. Dying of old age, we say, is old age.
So what are you going to say? Dying before we wither away?
No, it should be called old age, because time isn't a thing. So age can't be a thing.
So don't bother celebrating your birthday on Saturday then.
Yeah. What meanings do birthdays have? Like, why do we have birthdays? Why do we celebrate getting older and closer to dying?
I've often wondered that one myself, to be fair. Fair play to you on that one.
Also, the other thing that dying of old age doesn't work on birthdays is because we have to mess around with our time, our calendar for skiffy years, which means therefore the day that we were born on is not exactly 20 years from the day we were born. So in theory our birthday should change around every year. Like every Tuesday is not always the same day. Sorry, every 5th of May, for example, is not always the same day. Is it? Surely we've got to count off it by the cycles around the Earth and what percentage through the Earth's laps we are at, rather than time, man. It's a complicated thing. And also, it's relevant, isn't it? Like,
No, it's not relevant.
time is relevant to where you are. Like, time next to a black hole is quicker than time on Earth because
Sorry, earlier you were discussing that time was just some bullshit we made up.
Exactly.
Now you're actually discussing it like it's a proper thing.
If you go next to a black hole, it is relevant to where you are because time, 10 seconds at a black hole, I think, is approximately 7 years. So how can time be real if it can be changed so easily?
So listening to you is a black hole.
Yeah. Black holes, man.
You went from talking about fucking hamburgers to fucking black holes. I don't know anyone else who can do that. I don't know anybody else who would want to be fair, but it's besides the point.
Man, I want to watch Interstellar. It's about black holes.
So was that porn I watched last night.
You know what's crazy? If you have a kid who's young, let's say like 7 months old, and you're a 20-year-old fella, and you go to space and stand next to a black hole for at least like 10 minutes, your kid will be dead by the time you get back. And you'll still be the same age. Damn. Wish I was a black hole.
You're an asshole.
Got me there. I'm gonna ask Steve, what's your guys' opinions on black holes?
What's your guys' opinions on black holes? They're very big.
What are they?
Fucking hell. Oh, I'm so glad he popped in for a quick chat.
You know what's crazy about black holes? If you take the biggest thing known to man, and you put it in a black hole, a planet person, and you put it into a black hole, it'll become smaller than an atom. Where does all that matter go? You can't destroy it.
It doesn't matter.
You can't destroy matter, can you? If you blow something up, it will become dust. Where does it go?
Where did it come from?
Maybe aliens look beyond black holes and we're just getting life mixed up and it's going to a black hole. Black holes are so cool. It's like the universe was created from a black hole, imploding. If it implodes, that suggests that there's space on the inside for it to be expelled from. Man, this must be how Stephen Hawking gets his ideas.
I don't think it is Skyping his friend at 3 AM in the morning whilst that friend is playing Minecraft, to be fair. I mean, it could be. I'm not disputing the fact that Stephen Hawking don't play Minecraft, but I think he gets his ideas from a bit more of a clearer source. Whereas you're just very tired and saying whatever comes into your head.
How big is space?
At least 10.
How big is space?
It's infinite.
How can it be infinite? Because everything must come to an end. How do you know if it's infinite as well? You only think it's infinite is because we haven't seen as far as it potentially goes.
I don't know, because science.
Space is forever expanding, so that must suggest that there's an end somewhere.
But the end is so...
Far away that it's classed as infinite.
There you go. Doyor. Or, I never know how to say that fucker's name. He cleared it up. There we go, that's a question I want to know.
But if it's expanding, then that suggests there's an end.
That's the law. I am the law. I thought the law. Oh my god. I'm proud of myself for that one. I don't give a fuck. There you go, Stephen. How can you get him more replies from the law? For the law and the law won. You there?
Was created from a black hole.
The universe was created from a big bang.
Imploding caused the Big Bang. And the reason... Oh man, I'm gonna get really into this. I love talking about this stuff. And the reason why space is ever expanding is because there is no inertia in space for it to slow down. So it must continue at an ever increasing rate. And then mini Big Bangs must create galaxies.
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 You were doing really well up to that point.
Therefore,
I think.
The edge of space is everywhere. Whoa. I'm going back to sleep. Damn.
You're right there, buddy.
Oh. The whole world is just...
Maybe if you went back on to talking about hamburgers, you'd feel better.
Space is so cool.
Yeah, isn't it?
If the stars are history, how do we know we aren't at the edge of space, looking back at the past, constant? Therefore, we are the only living solar system.
Brian, you're not on drugs, are you?
I think I am. I think I like cake. I think I was like my dad's space cake or something.
Well done, you've killed the law. Please explain.
You can't destroy energy, no matter how hard you try, no matter how hard it works. When you die, we don't know what happens. How do we know we're not already dead and we're just the energy reliving our past from what it can remember and recollect? And when you go to sleep, that is when you can't remember because of it just being fragments of what you remember.
Can I just say, your like theories are way weirder than mine, because I just think we're just one big game of Sims.
We could just literally be doomed to relive our lives constantly. And it would never stop, because even till the end of time, if it was a thing itself, we'd still have to relive it. We would have to have something that destroys energy, which would be a black hole taking over the universe, in the space. What about if it's actually like... What about if we had just people's thoughts? What about if we're people's dreams, and when we go to sleep, that's when the real person wakes? Who are you typing to?
Facebook.
They're not talking about me behind my back.
I'm not.
Oh, I've got lots of notifications. Oh. I want a gecko.
Why?
Just the geckos. I want a chameleon.
A chameleon.
The first three letters of your first name and the first three letters of your birth month.
Make your dwarf name by any chance?
Mine's Rapper.
Ripper.
Riper. Yeah, mine's Riper. I think. Yeah.
Mine's Ludek.
Ah.
No, I spelled my name wrong. Spelt the name I've had for 20 years wrong. Still one of the coolest things ever, that.
My whole name backwards is Naya Nefitz. Naya Nefitz Yeldabar Noxid. No, Naya Yeldabar Nefitz Noxid. Naya Stephen. Wait, no, Bradley. Ryan Bradley. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Steve. Naya yelled up. Neppets Noxid. That's so cool. Sounds so drow-like as well. I think that's why I like drows. I might just blackface myself and live my life as a drow.
Don't blackface yourself. That can only end in tears, and yours.
I'm already in tears thinking that we're just imprints of history, doomed to relive our lives over and over again.
Does that mean I'm going to have to do these 6 assignments in a week again? Yeah. Okay, now I'm upset. Fuck you, man.
What about if aliens are just us from the future trying to prevent world disasters? Whoa.
No, Ryan.
Aliens are just us from the future trying to prevent world disasters.
Then explain why none of them have like reached out properly.
Trying to make us avoid what doomed them to failure.
But Ryan, that doesn't explain, why they haven't properly shown up to us.
Because we would see, because the way that our society is brought about is to fear things that we don't know, and we would just kill them, and then they wouldn't be able to prevent us from failure and doomed life like they were. So, and they also in theory have is if you look at Egyptian, what's it called, hieroglyphs, there's always talking about the little green men and stuff like that. The statues of nowadays look like aliens with the big bulbous heads and the big black eyes, and that might be driven away by the Egyptians, and therefore they thought, whoa, let's just stay distant and prevent this. Look at Roswell, New Mexico. We tried to blow that mother trucker out the sky. We did blow that mother trucker out the sky. We probably killed my dad in the future.
Sorry, what? Fucking hell, what is your brain? We probably tried to kill my dad in the future.
From the future.
From the future, sorry. Silly me, how could I make that mistake?
We're always told that we're nothing special, but how do we know that other people are real and not just something for us a challenge to see if we can overcome obstacles? Therefore, life, and proven so, is a simulation.
Inside a simulation?
That's weird though, isn't it? That life is proven to be a simulation.
How is it proven to be a simulation? Explain this one.
Did you not? I'll send you the link.
Can you just tell
NASA.
me? Can you just tell me? It's more
They
fun.
tested something, I can't remember what it was, but they tested something and it came back that life's a simulation. Life a simulation. That's not how you spell simulation, that's how you spell simulation.
It comes up with the Rick and Morty episode, I will crease.
Elon Musk tested it.
Ah, I've heard that name.
Elon Musk,
Yeah.
the founder of Tesla and the person who's going to be creating the first city on Mars. Probably one of the smartest, richest men alive.
That's the guy who's creating the first city on Mars? Well, that idea's just out of this world.
The chance we are not living in a computer simulation is 1 in tens of thousands of billions. Holy chipotle. Whoa. the chance we are not living in a computer simulation is 1 in tens thousands. 1 in tens of thousands of billions. 1 in tens of thousands of billions.
You got that right?
There we go. Elon Musk. Damn. So is life worth all this hassle and hard work? We are just computer generated for someone else's pleasure and needs. What if God is
Okay,
just...
now you're bringing religion into this.
Yeah.
So when I was on about us being just a big game of Sims, I was on board with them. Sweet.
I can't live with Borderlands rather than this.
Because if it was Borderlands,
Damn.
pretty cool to have some of them guns. I'll give it that.
So that means I'm literally playing a simulation inside a simulation. Simulation
Almost.
Inception. What if VR is just... Oh my... What about if the player of the game is just someone else inside of another player's game using VR, who's inside someone else's game, inside of someone else's game, to the people who would be classed as the architects of the first original game? What if we are just simulations inside of simulations?
Do you even know that you're pretty much quoting Rick and Morty right now?
Architect made the first simulation,
No, he
boom,
doesn't.
advanced to VR, and thus we are getting to the point of creating our own reality. Fuck.
Sideways.
I need a shit. Be right back. Be right back, Luke.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my phone and I'm gonna Google.
I'm gonna go for a cig. I think I need it after this. Ryan? Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break from that, but possibly the weirdest thing ever. I might record more of that, to be fair.